Hey everyone, it's Adam signing in again for another video on the economy. And today I'm going to go over tweets by Jeffrey Gundlach of Double Line Capital. He's the CEO of Double Line Capital, and he always has some really interesting insight on the economy. And I'm going to bring that up here. It goes over the GDP. So the GDP, and this is from Investopedia. It's calculated by consumption plus government spending plus investment plus net exports. And consumption is the main component of the economy in the United States. I believe it composes about 70% of it. And consumption is defined as the use of goods or services by a household. And here's the tweet here from Jeffrey Gundlach. He says, US budget deficit is near 9% of GDP in an economy not viewed as being in recession. That means if a year ago we actually shock, and I think he says this because back in the 90s was the last time we balanced the budget, or the federal government balanced the budget. GDP would have been near negative 6% last 12 months. If rates stay at 5.5% long enough, interest payments will go up another $1 trillion. So it's a really interesting perspective where if there was a balanced budget, the federal government, that we would actually be in economic contraction, where right now it's actually the economy is growing. So it's something oftentimes you don't think about, but it's a good thing to factor in, that massive government deficit. And this is the actual deficit here. It's from the Treasury, and they're running almost 1.4 trillion federal deficit. So it's significant amounts of spending more than you're bringing in. So and this is the I saw this tweet from Lynn Alden, and it's Walter White. Nothing stops this train. And the U.S. government has spent an alarming 6.7 trillion over the last 12 months, where I believe in 1999 their outlays, federal government outlays, were 1.7 trillion. So just a massive amount of federal spending. And the last article I'm going to bring up here is from Yahoo Finance, and it's titled "Maybe the Most Anticipated Recession Won't Come After All." And Bank of America, we revised higher our outlook for growth and economic activity this year and next, and no longer expect the economy to fall into recession. And that's the Bank of America U.S. economist Michael Gappin wrote on Tuesday. So Bank of America does not see a recession in the cards. And Goldman Sachs, their chief economist, he's saying that the U.S. economy will be on spectacular growth. So that's contrary to my prediction, but those guys are a lot smarter than I am. So we'll see what happens, though. I mean, I think that tweet from Mr. Gundlach is really interesting to bring that perspective. So I appreciate everyone watching, and hope everyone has a great night.